Hello and welcome to another compwiz tutorial. I'm Ross, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an old Western style wanted poster. I'm just going to minimize that and open up right here. Then while you have, after you opened this up, you're going to go into image, canvas size, and on the top one click 400. It will change the height also because this is intermeshed, so just click resize. And then add an alpha channel also. So, and now we'll need to go into File, Open as Layers. I'll have the link to the description of this also in the description. It's called JS Wood Slats. And this will appear on top of it, so just move it down one below it. And now you'll have your background. So now right click on your parchment paper and click layer to image size so that we can edit it easier. Now we're gonna make the edges of this look more like cut up kind of. So we'll go into our eraser tool, and built into Gimp you have a brush called Vine. Now, this vine you can use as an eraser also, so just cut up the sides a little bit, so looks pretty good, you know. This will not end up as bad as it looks right now, because we're going to feather the selection. And that's fine. So, now we'll need to right click on that and click alpha to selection. And then select, oops, not sharpen, select feather, and then we'll go in by 20. That makes the sides look more you know, feathered, or so you can actually make this more feathered. It just looks a lot better when it's feathered, so it doesn't look like it's actually edited. You can also use the blur tool on the sides right there, so it, you know, there's not so hard edges. Now to get onto the rest, we'll need to go in and File, Open as Layers, a picture that you have taken in already. So any maybe picture of you snarling or something. So I'm gonna use this. I used it in my other one. And I'm going to speed this up because I'm going to need to go around my face so I don't have the background showing. And I'm going to speed it up right now. And now that I've used my intelligent scissors to take this out, I'm going to invert the selection and then delete it. And then right click and click Add Alpha Channel. But that didn't delete it, so I'll need to do color to alpha white. And now that that's done, we'll select all. But we're gonna need to make the layer to image size on that layer. And now we'll scale it down so it'll fit in our paper about right there. And you can just move it over right there. Perfect. Okay, then just anchor that floating selection. Now we're gonna need to edit this picture. So we'll need to duplicate it, and then on your top one you'll go into Colors, Threshold. You can either leave it at the default or change it, whatever looks good. I'm gonna leave it right there. And now we'll go into Colors, Color to Alpha. Color to Alpha just makes whatever this color is transparent. So now that doesn't look too great, so we'll go into the bottom layer and click Colors, Posterize. But just make it not the most, but maybe a little less. There we go. And then go into Filters, Artistic, Cartoon. And make it cartoony. Cartoony. Alright, that's good. Now we'll merge this layer down, and then now we'll need to duplicate it again and make the top one overlay and the bottom one burn. But that looks not that great, so we'll need to turn this burn layer down with the opacity. So we'll need to turn that down. It will not end up like that, but make sure you do not merge these two layers or the overlay will not work. So now go back into your parchment paper layer and click your dodge or burn tool. We're gonna burn this, so we're gonna use a soft circle brush and make it pretty big, just so you know, whatever your preference is. I'm gonna speed this up because it kind of takes a little bit. You're just gonna be making it darker so it goes well with your face that you have just made darker. And I'll speed this up right now. And now that we're back, well, we're gonna leave the face like that, even though we can alter its selection and then feather the selection again, like that. Filter the other one, feather it. I mean, feather it so it fits well with the paper. Now we're gonna add our text. I'm gonna use the font of Stencil. And just, I'm doing it in all caps so it looks cool. So I'm just going to do wanted. And we're going to go it down, since it starts with sans, you'll be going down into stencil. And I made mine 50. Just fits well. I like the way it looks. And notice that the black does not really go well with the actual, picture. So we're gonna discard the text, and actually we'll need to move it up a little more because we're gonna add something else right there. And then we're gonna discard the text information and we're gonna duplicate it. But before you duplicate it, or right now, you need to click overlay for both of them. But since wanted, we want that to be very emphasized, I'm gonna duplicate it 3 times. Make sure not to merge it down or the overlay will not work. I've said that before, but I can't say it enough. So now we're going to do the exact same thing with dead or alive. I chose 18, about 20 as the size font I'm going to use. And then we're going to move it down a little bit. Right there. Then I'm going to discard the text information, use overlay, and then duplicate it. Now, it looks like the wanted is emphasized, the dead or alive is a little less. And now we're going to do the $10,000 reward. Now, I chose 30 as the text size on this one. I'm going to move it over right under my head. Now I'm going to discard text information, click overlay, and then duplicate it. And that looks pretty good. Now we're going to just go back into your background image and click your blur tool and go scale it up, and then make sure you make the rate pretty big. That's a little too much, so I'm just going to undo that. There we go. And just turn the rate down. There we go. So it doesn't look so hard-edged. And that's pretty much it. You can play around with these settings. And that's it to make a Western style wanted poster. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. My website is compwiztutorials.webs.com. Thanks for watching.